Are you throwing away opportunities for free travel? Even if you're signing up for travel rewards credit cards with big sign-up bonuses, which is how many of us build such big frequent flyer mile balances to begin with, could those bonuses be even bigger? If you're like me, you were overlooking extra points that would have cost you nothing and resulted in no consequence because you didn't understand authorized users and employee cards. Don't be a dick. Make sure to subscribe to the Travel Punks YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, and hit like on this video if you dig our shit. I recently got 2 new travel rewards credit cards. Look, I'm such an idiot. I recently got 2 new travel rewards credit cards. The American Airlines Advantage Aviator Business MasterCard by Barclay and the Virgin Atlantic World Elite MasterCard by Bank of America. Both had elevated sign-up bonuses, which is part of why I applied when I did. I may not be eligible for sign-up bonuses on these cards again for years, possibly ever, so I might as well strike while the bonus is extra high. A YouTube channel can't stay up to date on all bonuses because they change all the time, so the ones I'm talking about will probably be gone by the time you see this. Make sure to sign up for the Travel Punks email list or book a one-on-one call with us to find out not only which cards to apply for, but when to apply for them to get the best bonuses. So both of these cards had elevated bonuses, but there was some fine print that I was accustomed to ignoring, but I won't ignore anymore. For the Virgin Atlantic MasterCard, you get an extra 5,000 Virgin Atlantic miles when you add 2 authorized users. For the Aviator Business Card, you get 10,000 extra American Airlines Advantage miles when you add an employee card and the employee makes a purchase on that card, or anyone makes a purchase on the card. What are authorized users and employee cards? They're similar. One is for personal cards, the other is for business cards, but they basically mean someone who is authorized to use your account. If you and your buddies run out of beer and you're too drunk to go to the convenience store and you hand one of your buddies your credit card and say, "Here, go to 7-Eleven and buy another 12-pack, just sign my name on the receipt," you are actually violating your account terms of service. By handing your buddy your credit card, you have waived your fraud protection. If someone steals your credit card information and makes a bunch of purchases, even if it's unrelated to handing your buddy your card for beer buying, if the credit card company finds out about Beergate, they may refuse to refund you your money because you waived your fraud protection by handing an unauthorized person your card. The solution to this is to add a trusted person as an authorized user, either an employee in the case of a business account or a family member or friend for a personal account. This is usually a no-brainer for people with spouses who share household accounts. Why not have 2 credit cards for the same account, right? Well, not so fast. Your spouse could get her own Virgin Atlantic MasterCard and your nuclear family would get double the sign-up bonuses since your spouse still counts as a whole other person according to credit card companies and the laws of physics. But I digress. By adding an authorized user, you get these extra points for nothing. It's practically free money. So what's the catch? In the case of the Aviator Business Card, I got an employee card. The card shipped to me instead of to the partner, so I was reasonably sure he wasn't going to go nuts and run up the balance since he would never see the card. What about the Virgin Atlantic Personal Card? The obvious choices for me, for my 2 authorized users, was my dad and my stepmom. But that can be a tricky conversation with your dad, to wit, will it affect his credit? Do I need his social security number? The truth is, you can submit the social security number of an authorized user or employee with most credit card issuers. In fact, if you're young, new to credit, and looking to build your score, it could be great to have a parent add you as an authorized user on an old credit card and enter your social security number for a credit pull, because then you might get credit on your score from a 20-year-old card with an impeccable payment record. Of course, if you get an authorized user credit card and max it out, your parents will be pissed. With my dad, I had the opposite problem. He didn't even want to see the card or a statement. So I checked into it, and in fact, with most issuers, supplying the social security number for an authorized user or employee... Okay, I miswrote this. So I checked into it, and in fact, with most issuers, supplying the social security number of an authorized employee is optional. You don't have to tie it to the authorized user's credit score to use the card. In fact, you can almost think of it as a kind of an emergency contact privilege, where if you're incapacitated, they're authorized to, buy shit for you on Amazon. Take a look at this application page from Chase Business Cards. They offer a popular line of Ink business cards, which I highly recommend, as well as co-branded United and Southwest business credit cards. Here's the section to add an employee card. Note that the section to add an employee social security number does not have a red star. meaning it's optional. You can add them as an authorized user or employee card, and you don't have to ask them for their social security number. In the case of both Barclays and Bank of America, you didn't even have to have the card sent to them or a separate statement generated. The cards can come to you and fall under your statement. In the case of Bank of America, they did ask for my authorized users' dates of birth. You may even think it's fine if you add them as an authorized user without telling them, to which I say, don't be a dick. There's no negative consequences to them if they're not going to be an actual user of your card, so just be honest and upfront and get those extra miles and get in the fucking air.